Hello everybody, it's EzraTime again here. Welcome back to another Halloween video. And on today's specific video, I want to talk about the future of the Halloween franchise, which I think that a lot of people are going to be discussing after Halloween ends, right? And I already posted a video for Halloween ends spoiler review. If you guys haven't watched it, then well, feel free to go watch that. And again, I want to say thank you for everybody who watched my Halloween, non-spoiler review, because that is like the the video that makes 1,000 views, which I did not expect that. So thank you for people who watched that and comment on it. Thank you for that. But now I want to talk about the future of Halloween franchise, because let's be honest, even though they kill Michael Myers in Halloween Ends, like it's not gonna be the definitive end of Michael Myers. Like he never dies. Let's just be honest, because he's making a lot of money, for my like a cut, and then for the studio as well, right? So I think I have one idea that's been stuck in my head, and I think Mike from We Watch a Movie kind of mentioned these ideas, I decided that, well, that's a pretty good idea to bring some new Halloween movie with a different timeline, so here's the idea. So I think I really wanted Danielle Harris to be back as Jamie Lloyd, and as we all know, she plays Jamie Lloyd in Halloween 4 and Halloween 5. Halloween 6, he was supposed to come back and play the character again, but the studio doesn't want to pay her, I think. So he was like, Jamie was like played by a different actress, but it doesn't really matter to me, because like what, Halloween 6 is not good, and Halloween 5 is not good. Halloween 4 was like, okay, I quite enjoy it, so I definitely want to see Daniel Harris back as Jamie Lloyd, because I think she's also been championing herself to get back to the role, like convincing the studio, like Blumhouse and stuff like that, which I mean obviously never happened because that's not their plan, but it's clear that she wanted to come back, so I think, in my opinion, the best way to do this is like make a Halloween movie with a different timeline, and and make it like a direct sequel to Halloween 4. Because again, even though Halloween 4 is like the part of the part of the Cult of Thorn trilogy, right? But the fact is, the Cult of Thorn doesn't even appear until Halloween 5, and it's kind of like akin to Halloween 2, and the original Halloween, because in Halloween 2 they introduced this concept, or it wasn't a concept, but like they basically introduced us this new plot that where Michael Myers and Laurie Strode are like brothers and sisters, and as we see in the Halloween 2018, which is a direct sequel only to the original movie, so the fact is, Michael and Laurie are now brothers and sisters in this Halloween trilogy, the newest one, right? So I think they could definitely do that with Halloween 4, like make it a direct sequel to Halloween 4, because again, the Cult of Thorn wasn't even introduced until Halloween 5. So technically, it's not canon if they just make a sequel to Halloween 4 and only Halloween 4, And I guess Halloween 1 and Halloween 2 also like, canon, so technically Jamie is still or like I guess Michael Myers is still Jamie's like uncle, right? So I mean, I'm fine with that, to be honest. I know people kind of wanted Michael Myers to be pure evil, but honestly, I'm fine with it, with them being niece and stuff like that. So yeah, and we all know what happens to Jamie Lloyd's character in the end of Halloween 4, where she basically become infected with Michael Myers like evil, right? Which is the concept they kind of explore in Halloween Ends, to be honest, with Corey Cunningham character, So I think from watching Halloween Ends, it's just like, oh, like they can do this, they can actually make a direct sequel to Halloween 4 and focus again on Jamie Lloyd, once again be played by Daniel Harris, and took place like many years later, and then is gonna be focusing on her try to like cope with herself, because she was infected with Michael Myers evil. She killed like her foster mom, like it actually happened, and it's not a stupid dream like in Halloween 5, and Michael Myers could come back either, because I think in Halloween 4, I think if I remember correctly, I think they just shot Michael, and then I think he fall through like a shaft, like a mine shaft, and then that's it. That's the last time we see Michael Myers. So he's definitely still alive, right? So like you can bring back Michael Myers as well, and I think if I remember correctly, I don't remember who said it exactly. I don't know if Mustafa Akkad who said this, or like the other writer who said this. But apparently in the original script, apparently Halloween 5 was supposed to be again Jamie Lloyd turning evil, right? And then she's gonna start her own killing spree, and then obviously you got Michael Myers, who obviously is still alive, and then these two eventually going to cross path to each other, because Michael is doing his own killing spree, and then you got Jamie Lloyd doing her own killing spree, and then eventually Michael kind of like realized that and then tried to kill Jamie because like they in each other path, and they obviously try to like becoming the quote unquote apex predator in this Haddonfield town. I think that's a terrible sentence, but you guys get what I meant. Like one of them just want to be on the top, and that's why you see Michael and Jamie fight. Now back in the day, even though that was a good idea, I don't think that's a good concept enough, because well, Jamie is still a kid, Michael Myers is a grown ass man, so like come on, like I don't like they could work, and I think Rachel, right, which is the character in Halloween 4 played by Ellie Cornell, like if she wanted to, she could come back and reprise the role of Rachel again in this new timeline, right? Because originally her character, I think if I remember correctly again, I think she got caught in the middle of like Michael Myers and Jamie Lloyd killing spree, and she was in the middle. She's trying to stop both of them, I think. And I think that was an interesting idea, which obviously Mustafa Khan doesn't want to do that because he wants to do another Michael Myers movie, which result in, well, I mean, you got Halloween 5 and Halloween 6, which is not that good, which is not good actually, and it's like ruin Jamie Lloyd's character, So I think with this idea of like people just racing like obviously timeline and stuff like that, like I wish they would make a direct sequel to Halloween 4 and bring back Daniel Harris and Ellie Cornell back as their own characters, and then someone else could play Michael Myers. If they want to bring back James Duchovny, it's possible, but I don't think they will. I think every single timeline has a different actor who play Michael Myers, so I think maybe they're gonna get a new actor for that. Um, but yeah, I think that's the best way to continue the franchise, because again, Daniel Harris really wanted to come back as Jamie Lloyd, and I think there is an interview with Variety, I think, which again, Mike from We Watch the Movie covered this news before, well, where Daniel Harris basically said that, kind of like teasing that, oh, like you think that's the end? No, that's not the end, So I think at some point we're gonna see her come back at Jamie Lloyd. I'm really hoping so, because I feel like Jamie Lloyd is a good character, and Daniel Harris played her so well, and I think she deserves a second chance, because like her character got screwed in Halloween 5 and 6, So I think she deserves her own closure with the character, and the fact that now she's grown up, right? So like the story could took place like many years later, kind of like Halloween 2018, where basically took place 40 years after the original. This one could took place like, I don't know, like 30 years after the original and stuff like that. And then, and obviously we're gonna be focusing on Jamie Lloyd trying to struggling with their psychology because like the evil inside her and stuff like that. And I think they probably could make two movies if they really want to, because let's be honest, if they make another Halloween movie, I don't think it's gonna be like a one-off movie and then that's it. I don't think so, because they wanted to make money, So I think they could make this into a duology, or technically a trilogy with the Halloween 4 and stuff like that, kind of like this one. Even though we call it Halloween trilogy, but we still count the original Halloween 1978, So I think it's 4 movies, quadrilogy. I think that's what you call them. So I think they could definitely make maybe 2 more Halloween movies, and I really hope they don't like stretch it into 3 Halloween movies like the David Gordon Green one, because I think from Halloween Ends, it's pretty clear that they don't have a clear plan, they don't have a clear ideas for where to go, even though I think it's pretty simple to see where you go, but they choose not to for some reason, which is odd and weird, So I'm really hoping that if they really do this, which I'm really hoping they bring back Jamie Lloyd as a character, because again, she deserves a closure for her character. I think Daniel Harris deserves a second chance for that character, because she does come back in the Rob Zombie movie, but she plays Annie, which is a different character, from the original Halloween, So she deserves a second chance, because and she's really championing in every single time. So like bring her back, make a direct sequel to Halloween 4, and then focus on her dealing with her own psychology, and then you got Michael Myers out there killing people, and then eventually we're going to get an original story with Jamie and Michael Myers kind of like cross path together, and they're both evil, they're both like antagonists and stuff like that. I know some people don't really like that, but then again, the Halloween 4 ending was shocking to so many people, right? Even though it kind of sucks, they didn't go through with it, So hopefully this is a second chance for them to really go through with the story, and just having Jamie Lloyd and Michael Myers fighting each other. And then you can bring back Rachel characters because she's still alive in Halloween 4, right? and then she has to do something to stop the two of them, and then I think we could have some emotional moment between Rachel and Jamie, because, well, Jamie is probably too far gone and stuff like that, and then Rachel has to kill her or something like that, so I think that's the idea. That's my idea. I think that's the best way to continue the franchise in a way, like quote unquote continue. I don't want to see another sequel to Halloween Ends. Halloween Ends with Michael Myers dead. That's it. Nobody want to see another Halloween movie without Michael Myers. And in this movie, that I'm really hoping they bring back Jamie Lloyd. Michael Myers is still there, and he could fight Jamie Lloyd, in two movies maybe. Because even though I think the story will work perfectly in one movie, but again, they're not gonna make a one movie. They're gonna make like at least two movies, hopefully not three, because it's gonna stretch out the story, and then it's probably gonna ruin the the story and the characters in general, kind of like the trilogy that we have right now. But either way, guys, that's my idea for the new Halloween movies. I guess you guys can let me know in the comment section below, what are your guys' thoughts about this, do you guys think this is a great idea, or do you guys think this is terrible, if do you guys have any other ideas, for like how the Halloween franchise should continue, because again, they could mess with many things, they could make a direct sequel to H2O, but I don't think they will, because again, that movie has Laurie Strode, so I think the best way to just like make a direct sequel to Halloween 4, so if you guys have any other ideas besides that, then well, please let me know about that in the comment section below, because I'm pretty sure most of you have your own ideas, and I'm really interested to hear you guys about that. If you guys enjoyed this review, then please leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the videos, the usual stuff, and then become a member by clicking the join button below. And obviously, all feedback are welcome. So yeah, stay tuned for more videos in the future. I don't know what it's gonna be, maybe I don't know if I'm gonna make another Halloween video. The reason I'm making this because again, I'm a big fan, and then I think we have to see where the franchise is gonna go. Hopefully, they make a sequel to Halloween 4, but I guess we'll see. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video, and thank you so much for people who still supporting the channel. I really appreciate that. And once again, thank you for so many people who watched my Halloween Ends movie review, the non-spoiler one, which I did not expect to get that many views for such a small channel, to be honest. That surprised me, so thank you so much for that, everyone. That's it for the video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one then. Bye!